What's up, Scouts? Mr. Sloan here, wanting to talk a little bit about plant identification. Yeah, what's that? Oh, plant identification. See, one of the requirements here is that you have to go around and identify 10 different native plants or trees. Okay, so when I was a scout, let me tell you something. I didn't like this requirement very much because I wasn't very good at it. And the reason I didn't like it is because usually I had one of those little field guide things that has like 100 different drawings of plants that none of them look like the thing that I'm looking at. So I also didn't really know how to do it. So I'm going to give you a tip. Pro tip here from Mr. Sloan. What I want you to do is just go out on a hike, go somewhere where you're going to see some native plants, take some pictures. Grab your phone, or if you have a digital camera, go ahead and take some pictures. Then bring those pictures back, and you can do one of two things. You can do a little bit of research. You can go out. There's lots of native plant societies and organizations that are going to have resources online. Oregon State University has stuff like this too. Or you can do what I did, and I found this app called Picture This. Now, not a sponsor, but Picture This is a really cool app. It lets you take pictures of the plants, and then it helps you identify them. So, with no further ado, here are my 10 native plants and trees that I found here in beautiful Central Oregon. All right, first we got the Jeffrey pine. Look at that, how red the bark is. This is over at a hole in the ground. And then just looking around, taking pictures of some of the plants that are on the ground. The common STORK'S-BILL. These are those little purple flowers you see pretty much every May on the side of the road and all over the place. Sagebrush should be a pretty familiar thing. There's this, and this is pretty much everywhere in Central Oregon, the high desert. Ponderosa pine. It's got that undeniable contrast in the bark that looks like it's just kind of climbing, almost like veins. Really long, straight, tall trees. Wax currant. Again, this is also from hole in the ground here. It's got these little bells, flowers that hang down that are pink. Oh yeah, the Mount Hood PUSSYPAWS. Yep, that pretty much says it all. Common star lily. These were interesting. They were just sitting around almost like someone had dropped a bunch of flower petals on the ground. Common yarrow. Western juniper, probably the most common tree you're going to find here in Central Oregon. And finally, the rubber rabbit brush. Okay, that does it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you get out there, try to find some of those native plants and do some identification. Good ideas if you're doing this in your neighborhood. And remember, you want it to be native plants. You don't want to go into your parents' garden or something like that and start identifying those. What you want to do is find some of those things that are around you, and then every time you see them, just repeat them. Oh, that's the rabbit brush, or oh, that one. Oh, I remember that one. That's a juniper. And you just repeat it every time you see it, and that way you'll remember it, and it'll just stick in your brain. All right, Scouts, that's all for this one. Happy identification. See you later.